Chapter 1. Erno stood at the gate and peered through the wrought iron curlicues at the house inside. It was a tall, square building sheathed in red sandstone and decorated in a traditional Jaiya style, with scalloped, round-topped windows and the bands of decoration that looked like flowering vines carved out of sandstone from here but might well turn out to have words carved in the midst of them, words in one of the old tongues that Erno couldn't read. The basic shape of the building, 3 stories high, not very wide, small garden, was an imperial design though. He hoped it had a proper courtyard on the inside, with a fountain. If it didn't, the place would be hot, stuffy and uncomfortable, and Erno always did better reconnaissance work when he was comfortable. He felt like he'd downed 6 cups of strong coffee this morning instead of 1 watered-down cup. Every nerve in his body was tingling with excitement. A man dressed as a gardener came up to the south gate and gave Erno a hard, assessing look through the wrought iron. Erno's source had said that the gardeners at Lady Oranta's house were usually retired policemen, acting as part of her security detail. The gardener was 50 plus but strong-looking, with short hair and that set of the shoulders that only policemen had. He eyed Erno as though he had half a set of silverware sticking out of his pockets. "Well, do you have actual business here, or are you just here to rubberneck?" the gardener demanded. "I'm Erno from Forequarter," Erno said, rattling off his given name and the town he was born in. His informant had said he was better off not trying a false ID here. He held up his papers so the gardener could see them, but didn't offer to hand them over. "They invited me here for a job interview," he added. The gardener looked skeptical, but he unlocked the gate and swung it open. Erno stepped through, his feet crunching on the raked gravel of the drive. It swept up to the front steps of the house in a shallow arc, then curved off to the side gate in the east wall. Erno had circled the property last week, and he knew there was one other entrance to the grounds, not a gate, but a small door in the north wall that only the gardeners seemed to use. When he got closer to the house, he noted that there were modern air conditioning units in the windows. Good. Erno would have been seriously worried for his own comfort if Lady Oranta had held to the imperial fashion for closed windows and fans worked by steam boilers or overworked servants. He'd been at a place like that once, and the workload would have killed him if it hadn't been such a short job. He rapped on the front door, and it was opened by a tall, severe-looking young man with the look of a private secretary. From the way he held his nose in the air, answering the door was not part of his usual job description. Erno again introduced.
Sample complete. Ready to continue?